welcome back. I am going to be starting something new on the channel, and I have found this beginner's drama challenge by Cosmoo, and it is going to be something that we can start together here on the channel for our fall season here, just so that we can maybe get a new challenge going on the channel, just to start something new, because I haven't started anything new in a while. And so I did find this, and so I figured we can start this new series here on the channel. It is another legacy challenge. It is 8 generations long. I don't know how far we'll get, but we can go ahead and maybe get started. It says here that it is a base game only. You can use mods and CCs and other things like that. Here are the overall rules that I have placed here for you to kind of read through. It does say obviously don't cheat, except for when explicitly stated that you can. And if you want it to have an added challenge, you can move out with 0 simoleons for every generation. Each generation has their own unique skills to master and aspirations to complete and careers to beat. And so that is going to be really fun for us to do for this. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Generation 1 and what they have to do before we jump in. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to create our Gen 1 sim and create a sim for this video here. So our Gen 1 is Evil Mastermind. The backstory is, who says all villains are heartless? Despite aspiring to be the greatest criminal the world has ever seen, this sim can't help but begin a long, fulfilling generation. Being a criminal isn't the wealthiest career, but this sim vows to give their children everything they want. Now if only they could keep their evilness in check. Their traits are to be evil, kleptomaniac, and family-oriented. Their aspiration is to be public enemy, and the career needs to be criminal. They need to master charisma, cooking, and mischief, master the criminal career, complete the public enemy aspiration, live in a starter home for your entire young adult life. When you're an adult, you may build up or move out. You need to have twins, bind a sim to the voodoo doll, steal an item worth at least 1,000 simoleons, enemies to lovers, marry a sim you've previously made dislike you. All right, so those are the challenge rules for Gen 1. I think this is going to be really fun. We are going to hop into CAS and we are going to create our Gen 1 sim together, and we're going to then move her into her starter home in the world that I've placed in the game, and we are going to get it all set up here for us to go ahead and begin. We won't be doing the first, obviously, episode here. This is just going to be our create a sim, and I wanted to take a look at the rules. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into create a sim, and let's create our young adult sim and get her going. Right, so I do have a base here for a sim. I am just going to go ahead and give her a little bit of a makeover and get her all ready for us to go. I don't really have anything really in mind. I am just going to do a little bit of magic on her and make us a sim here that we can play with using some of the things that I have here in the game. I don't necessarily have like a specific look in mind. I'm just going to kind of play around with some of the settings here in Create a Sim and see what we come up with. Initially I had kind of thought maybe I would want a redhead, but then when I got in here and I started kind of playing around with her, I was like, you know what, maybe we'll just go ahead and make us a brunette sim. So maybe she will go ahead and be a brunette. I think maybe that might be good. So we'll go ahead and make ourselves maybe a brunette sim. I think that so far she's looking pretty good. I'm really enjoying her looks, and I'm liking how she's currently turning out. I think she's going to be really lovely if I can get these freckles to stay on her face, and they're not seeming to want to do that. So we'll have to hopefully get those to stay. But we are going to go ahead and get all of her details here, her skin details set on her, and we will get this going, and then we'll move on to her outfits. But I am just going to go ahead and continue with creating her and getting her all dressed up. And I am going to, since she is going to be a public enemy, she is going to be evil and a kleptomaniac, I think I'm going to try to get her into kind of a little bit more of some darker schemed colors and more blacks and darker colors like that is kind of my plan. I don't really have like a certain theme kind of in mind. I just am going to kind of go with whatever I don't know. I just kind of have this kind of badass kind of appeal in my mind for her, and so that's kind of the vibe I'm gonna go with, that she would kind of have like this edgy kind of look to her. So that is what I'm kind of going for her, and we will see about what I can pull off for her, and hopefully she will turn out looking really lovely. But I am going to go ahead and stop rambling. I'm going to let you continue watching the making of her. I think I'm going to give her the name Eden, and I haven't picked out a last name. We'll probably randomize the last name, and then we will catch back up together when it is time for us to move her into her house. But in the meantime, go ahead and enjoy the tunage, and we will catch back up when she's ready to move in to her starter home.
Don't want nobody else around. When I'm with you, baby, nothing really matters. So like think about, baby, there's no doubt. Spending hours over at your place. Every night, hold me tight in your arms. Wanting more of you. Do you feel it too? 보고 싶어, wanna take the night. Honestly, I'm wanting something safer. 말해줄래, tell me what I want.
Do to make you see it. Want you to be with me endlessly, but forever till we part ways. Hope it's not too soon. How I see it now, just wanna make a temporary truce. For every move, sun passing by made me realize got nothing that I wanna lose tonight. But with you, it's always day and night. I'm just trying to make this right, yeah.
보고 싶어, wanna take the night. Honestly, I'm wanting something safer. 말해줄래, tell me what I want. been feeling hopeless till you came around, came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? What is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me. I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me with all you've got? 'Cause I just wanna come alive.
Okay, so we have arrived here in her home. I've put her in Newcrest in this starter home. We are just going to go ahead and let her do some introductions to some of these Sims that are hanging around here. As we know, she is a public enemy, so she does have to get some Sims to disliking her. So we'll just do some random different types of introductions, some friendly, some rude, and see how we can get some of these Sims maybe to like her, some of them to dislike her, and we will go ahead and just get started with that. We aren't going to do really a whole lot of gameplay in this because this is just really a CAS video, but I do want to go ahead and just maybe get her to know a couple of people since they are already hanging around her house, and we'll see kind of how that goes. But I do hope that you guys did enjoy the making of Eden. She does have the traits of evil, kleptomaniac, and she has the trait of family-oriented, which are the traits that she does need for this challenge. We will go ahead and get her enrolled in her career of the criminal career because that is something that she does need for this challenge as well. And she is going to, as we know, need to marry someone that dislikes her. So we will have to go ahead and get some people disliking her, and then she is going to need to then romance that person. Looks like she got some instant attraction with this gentleman here, which is interesting. They have a little bit of dislike, but they have some instant attraction. And she's also doing a rude introduction with this other gentleman, but they, it looks like, have love at first sight. So even though they are disliking one another, they have some instant romance. So she's all of a sudden feeling pretty flirty. So we are going to maybe be able to build a little bit on that. We'll have to see how that goes. But I am going to go ahead and leave this here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in episode 1 of our A Dash of Drama. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.